So let's talk a little bit about the stock price. And as you know, the stock price has been going up and down, but this is an article from Teslarati. We love those guys that says that Tesla's stock market sort of resilience has been because not necessarily Elon is the most stable guy in the world, or this company is the most stable.
No, not necessarily because of that, because he's not.
But because of this, all of these Tesla killers not being Tesla killers at all. So, for example, a few months ago, the stock price was $250, and today the stock price is, wait for it, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, hey, Google, what's Tesla's stock price today?
Why is Google not giving us money? That's all I want.
Tesla is trading at $366
Ooh, look at that.
per share after hours, up 0.22% from closing.
That is some next level production right
Did
there.
you see what happened on the video? No, you
magic.
didn't if you're not a patron. But if you're a patron, you saw it. It was
That is
fantastic.
magic.
That was very nicely done. Good thing we have 24 producers back there, because I don't know, did it take 12 of you to turn that into a thing?
Well, you
that
know,
was,
set it up
whatever
with
it
the
was
Tesla.
very
worked.
well worth it.
was
I'm
very
actually
cool.
getting co-producer credit on this show, so
That's
I
right.
might be the 25th producer.
Tom had to set up the logo, but we didn't know how to do it. But the important point of this long article, and I won't go into it because we don't have time, is simply to say that the reason that the stock price, one of the reasons the stock price continues to do very well, is because the other auto manufacturers just haven't come out with anything that can compete. Nothing is long range. They don't have the charging infrastructure. It's the same thing we keep
Right.
hearing. They all keep talking about, well, we are going to have a car that's way better in 2020 and 2021. It's
coming
Where
up.
is it? Guess what? If you want to go buy a great car right now, 300 miles plus range and a charging network,
Yeah.
there is one car company and
Right.
one only. It's Tesla. Thank you very much.
Charge- Charging network.
It's still an anemic response by all of these, tried and true manufacturers. I don't know. When are they going to get it?
I don't know. But so
2022?
there were a couple of analysts' quotes I like
Right.
to talk about in this thing. So the Oppenheimer analyst Colin Roush admonished traditional car makers and their electrical creations, stating that they present what could be as described as a slow and disappointing competition for Tesla. And I think we all agree. We've talked about this for months now. We've been doing this show for what seems like an eternity now.
I think forever.
And so far, really only the Bolt.
Yep.
Right? Like, there's been some Kias here and there, and the Kia's supposed to come out with some longer range, and those things they're starting to happen. But we've been waiting for this magical 2020, right? We're still waiting for
Well,
magical.
since
And then, hold on one more second. And then another analyst was a bit more direct, saying it's incredible to me by the end of 2018 that major automakers still haven't responded how to compete with Tesla. And that's the most telling thing, right?
Right.
So we talk about the GM thing and the fact that these companies, what they're doing is not like we're putting out these amazing things. Like, well, we're going to stop making these things because we're going to make these profitable big cars because we're going to basically ride the climate down to the floor.
It's like
they're
Poland.
not innovating anymore.
Yeah.
So basically, maybe all of Tesla's brain people, one at a time, just go out and get a job at GM, get a job. Like, those companies need to innovate or they are going away.
Yeah.
Right?
And it's not like this has been like just since the Model 3 came out. They have owned the luxury car market for like 5 years, like crushed it. Mercedes, IBM, BMW. And you're like, where's your electric car? I know it takes a while to get going, but probably 3 years you could come out with a good electric car. They haven't come out with one. They come out with like an i8. Okay, gets
Right.
25
Well, they didn't
miles
take it
plug-in.
seriously, right?
Ridiculous.
Tesla comes out with what, 2013-ish with the S, right? So kind of a niche vehicle. No one's really believing that they're going to hang on, right? There's all these, like, oh, they're just making these luxury vehicles. So why do I respond in 2013 if I'm a car company? I don't. 2014 rolls around, 2015, oh, we're going to announce the Model 3. Maybe we're going to get that out, right? So really now they've seen, they needed proof of concept, it feels like.
Yeah.
And
They
they
were just-
waited till the concept was proved, and now it's over for them
Well,
in a lot of ways.
This is the Kodak situation. I mean, this has
What's
been written
Kodak?
about. Exactly. This has been written about over and over and over again. I thought that one of the Baird analysts, Ben Callow, who's been on the calls forever, he increased his rating to outperform, and he targeted the stock price being 411 to 465, which I thought, wow,
Yeah.
isn't that nice? The bears are kind of starting to dry up.
Right, so you're starting to get no more of these articles from these shorters, right? They don't having the impact that they
Right.
once did. So Tesla's kind of a little freer to do their thing, to make it happen, and hopefully
Cece's leaving. You can't see her on camera, but she's
Cece's
trying to
leaving.
leave right now.
She's
It's
11
embarrassing.
of the 24
She
producers,
left her
though.
daughter at home. Her daughter is like 11 weeks old. She
Right,
left her
yeah.
alone by herself.
By herself, alone.
And we're going to have to call some people. And she's going to see Fleetwood Mac.
Yeah.
And,
OMG.
you know, she's
Babies
not even
are
going to
not-
stay here for this show. Whatever.
She has like an automated crib system and feeding thing that Tesla made custom for her. So
Kid's
it's fine.
Australian, very robust.
The Tesla crib.
Tesla, it's electric
So,
crib.
Thanks for playing, Cece. Have
Bye,
a fun
Cece.
time with Fleetwood Mac.
I was going to
Bye.
say that this was a very positive article, and Simon Alvarez, the author, didn't even touch on the fact that Tesla's future is even brighter, rosier, because of China.
Tell us about China.
So China has opened up Model 3 orders in China, and they've revealed a new wheel design. So go to this article
It's square. Oh, it even echoes.
There's even an echo.
Wow,
in
you
here.
really nailed that.
I really
one.
hit the high.
Give me a palpitation. So if you go to this electric article, you'll see this really interesting new wheel design. It's sort of an aero wheel, but it's not so cheese cutter. It's actually got two-tone. It really looks quite nice.
So it's the same wheel inside. I saw a picture of it.
All right.
I feel like it's the same exact dark gray Aero wheel, and they made a new cover.
Yeah.
That makes it look a little more like a turbine. It's
Yeah.
a turbine
It's
kind
very
of
cool.
effect thing. It's better.
Yeah.
It's not.
I don't mind
Enough.
my Aero wheels. I look at them and I'm like, 5%.
I understand that, buddy, but we all know why that's okay.
5%.
But
Yeah.
is it